guys are gonna take this order. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get it to the other location, okay? But they can't stay in here. Hey, what's up? Can a real nigga get in them guts? Anyways, what's up, you guys? I know you haven't seen me on my channel in forever, but I just had to come back on and rant for just a little bit, just to help me calm down, because I'm pissed. I'm freaking pissed. My blood pressure has subsided quite a bit, but I have a freaking headache from what just happened to me, and I want to freaking share with you guys what happened to me. Okay, so check this out. Now let me first let me start off by saying this is not a video to bash Instacart whatsoever. I love working for Instacart. I love the flexibility. I love the pay. I love that I can pick my own hours. I can cancel whenever I want, like work when I want, sleep in when I want. I love Instacart, okay? I would not trade this for a job that I've previously had before. Like, if you asked me to work any of the jobs that I've ever had before over Instacart, I would tell you no. Absolutely not. And please excuse my nails. I'm in the middle of getting a new set, but I had to cut these off just for the time being. You know how that goes if you're a woman. So excuse my little nails. But okay. If you're not familiar with Instacart, it's an app where shoppers like me receive orders to go to grocery stores, handpick items from a customer's grocery list, purchase the items with an Instacart issued card, and then deliver it to the customer who ordered it in the first place, okay? So I've been doing this for probably 4 or 5 months or something like that, and this is the worst experience that I have ever encountered in my freaking life with a freaking customer. So I get a batch. That's what it's called. The order is called the batch, and it tells me how much the batch is, and it's really high. It's really high. So basically, the bigger the batch, the more money you get for delivering it. And I see how much the batch is, and I'm like, freak yeah, I don't care if I'm gonna sweat. Like, that's why I don't, wear makeup and look cute when I'm doing Instacart, because sometimes you have to freaking sweat and, pick up heavy things. And so I click accept. I get to the store, I'm shopping for the items, and let me tell you, I had 3 full shopping carts full of things, and I'd say one and a half was drinks, like 24 pack of Sprite, 24 pack of Snapples, like six 24 packs of Snapples, another 6 12 pack of Arizona teas in the cans. There was tea leaf teas. There was like 3 of those, the 6 packs. There were another 24 pack of some soda, more drinks, tons of chips and snacks and things. Basically, I was sweating. It took me an hour and about 10 minutes to get everything in order. 3 carts, like I said. I had to keep getting more carts. And by the time I was done, I was sweating, okay? Like, one of the cashiers that was there, she saw me leave the store 2 times to go get 2 additional carts, and by the time I got to her, she was like, like, it's my break time. Like, she went on break. She saw all the stuff that I had, and she was like, nah, it's as soon as I got up to the register, she was like, I'm going to break now. That's how much stuff it was. It was ridiculous. So, the entire time I'm like, okay, I'm keeping the price in my head. Like, okay, this is a good amount of money. Like, chill. Like, it didn't bother me. Sweating is nothing. I need to lose weight anyway. So, moving on, I follow the directions in the app. It leads me to address in the app. And mind you, I had been chatting with the customer in the app almost the entire time that I was shopping, because there was a lot of things that I had to replace, and she wanted this instead of that, and they didn't have that, so I had to, do this and that. So the customer knew she was in the app, okay? So remember that. Just remember that. She was in the app chatting with me a lot, okay? So if there was any mistake, she should have caught it. So I leave the store, I put everything in my back seat. Like, you can see my back seat. Imagine this back seat full up to here with drinks, teas, Snapples, Arizonas, Sprite, just full, the entire back seat. Then I had my whole trunk full of bags, like the large variety boxes of chips. I had those in there. There was like 4 of those. There were 3 bags of variety chips in the back seat. There were coffee creamers, like the big boxes, 180 count. There was 4 of those up here, plus more bags. So basically my trunk was full, my whole back seat was full of drinks, and then I also had a couple things next to me, right? So I pull up to the location, and the store is closed. I've delivered to that specific location before, and the first time the company was closed for the day, but they were expecting the delivery, so they let me in. So I expected the same thing again. Once again, they were closed, and I knocked on the window just a little bit and waited. I waited a couple seconds, and then I went into the app and I notified the customer who ordered it that I was there. And then I see a woman walk from the side of the store, and she comes to the door, and she's kind of rude. She's like, we're closed today, right? And I was like, but aren't you expecting a delivery? She's like, yeah, but we're closed today. I'm like, okay, like, what does that have to do with me? Like, are you gonna take the delivery or not? Like, I didn't say that, but I was just confused. Like, why would you even say that? Why would you even mention that? Just, I don't know. So I start bringing this stuff in, and she's like, wait a minute, I didn't order all this stuff. This is wrong. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, I only ordered bagels. I don't know what all this other stuff is. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, oh, well, let me check the email that I sent out or that I got or something. She was checking an email. So she goes over, she checks the email, and she's like, yeah, oh man, are you sure this is the right address? And I said, yeah, this is, the address. And she's like, yeah, that's it. And I said, such and such, I'll just say her name, Sue. I said, the name on the account is Sue, and she told me to deliver it to either Joyce or like Kevin or something like that. She's like, yeah, I'm Joyce. And I was like, okay then, like, okay, I'm at the right place. Sue ordered this stuff for you guys. And so I continued to bring all of the drinks, every last drink in the bag. Like I said, it was up to here. I was sweating for the second time. I brought all of those drinks inside of the company, the store location, except one Snapple, right? Everything in the trunk was still in there. Everything that was in the front seat was still there. I just emptied out the back seat. So she goes, yeah, this is not our order. This must be for the Christmas party or something. I'm like, okay, like, what are you telling me for? Like, I'm just delivering this to the location that my app told me to go to. Like, I don't need to know all this information. Of course, I didn't say that, but you can tell, like, I was kind of getting, like, impatient and kind of antsy. Like, just take it. Just take the freaking order. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm already halfway done. What do you want me to do, woman? She's like, I'm just gonna call Sue. And I was like, okay. So I go back outside with the cart that she provided me, and I'm starting to unload more stuff. She comes out of the store front, deliver it to up the street, around the corner. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I just spent a whole hour in the store filling 3 carts of heavy stuff. Like, granted, there were some items that were soft and light, but like I said, I put so many drinks. I had to bend down and I was sweating. Like, I didn't have any help, and I'm not trying to play victim. I'm not. I swear to God I'm not, because this is not the first big order, and it's not the second big order, and it's not the third big order, and it won't be the last big order that I do. But I was in the store doing this, okay? I placed it in the cart. I put it in my car. I took it out of my car. Now you want me to put it back in my car and then take it out again to an address that's not in my app? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that the wrong address was placed in the app? Remember what I said earlier. The person who ordered this was in the app chatting with me for a pretty long time because she was mad about the store not having a lot of the things that she ordered, and I had to replace things, and then I had to refund stuff, and instead of the refund she wanted this, and then I tried to get that, but that wasn't there, and then she just wanted a refund again. So like, we're going back and forth. She was in the app. She had plenty of time to click out and make sure that the address was correct and things like that. So that's why I didn't feel bad for not doing extra work, okay? I did what I was supposed to do. Anything above and beyond that, I would have done. I probably not. But if she was nicer to me from the beginning, I probably would have at least considered it. You know what I mean? And then said no. But the fact that she was rude to me before she even said hello, it was a flat out no. So she's like, Sue, yeah, she's not gonna do it. And I'm like, you're damn skippy, I'm not. And so she comes back out. Like, I went back outside, and I'm like trying to get most of the stuff out again. Like, like, you guys are gonna take this order. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get it to the other location, okay? But they can't stay in here. She's like, well, she said to refuse it. Sue said to refuse the order. I'm like, oh God. Oh my God. Okay. All right, let me collect myself. I get on my phone and I call shopper happiness, or whatever they call it. It's basically the shoppers helpline, or customer helpline, whatever. It's for us. It's for the shoppers in case we have a problem. So I call them, and I'm standing outside of my car. I have both passenger doors open, and I'm standing on the sidewalk leaning on the door. I have the cart that the lady provided me off to my left behind me, and it has, you know, items on it that I was loading on when she told me that she was gonna refuse the order. So I'm on the phone now with shopper happiness, and this old man, he looked homeless. I didn't know, like, I barely caught a glimpse of him, like, because he came up behind me. He didn't really show himself. Like, he just started talking to me. He said, what did he say? He said, so you're just gonna leave these here? Or he said something like, you're gonna deliver these here, or something. I didn't see him when I walked into the store. I was only speaking with a Hispanic woman, and I don't know who this man was. So I'm on hold with shopper happiness, and I don't even turn around. Like, I heard what he said, but I didn't even turn around, because I'm just like, okay, I don't know this man. He has nothing to do with this. He doesn't look like his name is Sue. Like, who are you? You know, deuces. Like, so instead of turning around and speaking to this man that I don't know, I closed both of my passenger side doors, walk around to the front of my car, get inside, close the door, and lock it. So apparently he got mad because I ignored his ass, not knowing who he, like, you're a non-MF factor, sir. I don't know you. So he got mad, walked to the front of my car, and just starts taking pictures of my license plate. And at this point, like, I'm talking to a representative of Instacart. And I have a freaking short fuse. I've been trying to work on myself for years, okay? But I have a short fuse and I have a bad temper, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I can control it sometimes, and I'm working on that, but in this instance, you'd be proud of me, trust me. My blood started to boil. I imagined myself getting out of the car and kicking the sugar honey iced tea out of his phone. I wanted to kick his phone out of his hand, and I saw myself doing it. But I said, no, Rebecca, you're better than this. So instead, I yelled at him. I said, sir, what are you doing? Why are you taking a picture of my license? And he says, are you going to deliver this? Or are you going to just leave it here? And I'm like, I'm on the phone with customer service right now. I'm going to do what they tell me to do. I'm not going to move on your time. Okay, I didn't say all those words. I didn't say that. I said, move away from my I told him I was handling it. Basically, I said, I'm handling it. Move away from my vehicle. This is harassment. You're pestering me. I did say pester. I don't know how old I am. Do you know how old I am? Because I sound pretty old right now. I said, you're pestering me. This is harassment. So the girl on the phone, she gets so silent. Because I'm like yelling at this man. I was like, get away from my vehicle. And she's like, oh my God, like, what's happening? And I was like, this man is harassing me. And I said, but continue. Continue. I'm calm now. I'm here. And so I'm sitting in the car again. The man walks off. And a car pulls up in front of me. And, like, he's talking to the woman that came out of the car. And I don't know what she thought she was doing. Because her back seat was full of stuff. And so was her trunk. She pulled up as if she was going to, like, take the items and deliver them to the correct address. And then drove away. She's like, I'm so sorry. But I did hear her say that she was going to send people over to get the stuff while I'm on hold. Because, like, the people at Instacart didn't know what the heck to do either. They were like, well, can you take it back to the store? And I said, what? Take what where? If I'm not going to deliver this to the next street over, what makes you think that I'm going to take it back to the store? And, okay, so if you have a missing customer, like, say you get to the location and you wait your 10 minutes after you notify them that you're there and they still don't come, most likely you're going to have to return items to the store that, you know, you got the items from, and they'll give you $10 extra for delivering it and providing the return receipt. And I said $10 because it's happened to me before, so I already knew they were going to try to offer me $10. And I said, listen, I know you can see how big of an order this is. I'm going to need more than $10 if you want me to take this back to the store. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. So, I mean, the amount of stuff, the amount of heavy lifting, like, I'm not trying to be a brat, but I feel like I'm already in a hostile situation. Like, I just want things to be better. I just want it to be a little bit, like, with a little bit of icing on top to take away the sting. You know what I mean? I was just not in a happy mood. I wasn't, but I was really calm with the woman, you know, the customer happiness, because, you know, they didn't do anything to me. So anyways, she's like, okay, I'll see. I'm gonna call my supervisor or something. She's like, I'm gonna try to get you some more money to return the items to the store. And I said, you know what, I really appreciate that, thank you so much. because I will do that. You know, you guys are being sweet to me. Like, maybe if this lady would have been nice to me, I would have, you know, taken it around the corner. I'm on hold at this point. I'm just chilling in the car, like outside the location, and I see like people come with like these little dollies, these little flatbed, you know, carts, something that you would see at Costco, you know, those flat carts, and they start loading the things onto those flatbed carts that I had already taken into the store. And I see them walk off and, you know, turn the corner with the items. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, they found people to come and take the stuff around the corner, wherever it was. It was about a street over. I don't know. I don't know exactly the location, but I was on K Street, and apparently the correct address was on L Street. So basically, right around the corner. So I see them taking the items, and I'm like, okay, that's great, that's perfect. And I still have stuff in the trunk and everything that's in the front seat, plus one Snapple, 124 case of Snapple. So as I'm on hold with shopper happiness, another person that I've never seen before, an older white woman, like basically jogs up to my car and grabs the door handle on the passenger side, the driver's passenger side, and starts yanking the handle. Luckily my door was locked, but she starts yanking the handle. She's like, hello, are you gonna give me my stuff? And I'm like, what the is going on? Why am I being harassed? Why? I didn't make that mistake. I did not put the wrong address in there. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have waited until I got done unloading cases upon cases upon cases upon cases of drinks. You shouldn't have done that. I brought in a box of creamer, and also a couple bags at first, okay? So say, I think it was like 2 bags and a box of creamer. And that's when the woman noticed that the items were incorrect, that something was off. At that point, she should have gotten on the phone with Sue and told me, hey, this is the wrong address, can you take it around the corner? I would have done that. Do you understand? I would have happily taken those 2 bags and the box of creamer, put them back in my car, and drove around the corner. But you wait until I unload an entire back seat of heavy drinks to the brim. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating whatsoever. Like, my entire back seat was full of drinks, and she let me take all of it out. All right, I got a phone call, but she let me take all of those items out, and then expected me to take them all back. See, no. Like I said, if she would have told me that from the beginning, when it was just the bags and the box, okay, yeah. But no, not in this case, no. So back to the woman who was trying to break and enter into my vehicle. Like, I hop out the car after she's like, are you gonna give me my stuff? Like, trying to open my door. I'm on hold with shopper happiness, and I open my door, and I'm like, you're not gonna do that. What are you doing? And she's like, are you gonna deliver this stuff? And I was like, you're not gonna pull on my door. She's like, that's fine, but are you gonna deliver this stuff? And I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna deal with you right now. Like, don't do that, because I will call the police. And she like walked away, and she's like, I'm gonna tell corporate, and da 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 da. You're not gonna get paid for this. I was like, I already got paid for this, sweetie. I already got paid for this. Like, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong in this situation, but you guys harassing me, that's wrong. That's absolutely unnecessary. It's unnecessary. So the lady gets back on the phone and she's like, I couldn't get a hold of the supervisor to ask him if you can get more money to return it, but I can send an email. And I was like, hold on, before you even go that far, the situation has changed. They're now taking the items and I'm being harassed. I don't know if I should call the police or what. Like, I don't know where these people are going. I don't know who they are, but I don't feel safe. She's like, oh my god, let me put you on hold. Like, at this point, I don't even know how long I was at the store. Like, it had to be half an hour total. So she's like, let me put you on hold, da 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 da. So she puts me on hold for like the 5th time, and I don't blame her. I'm not bashing her for putting me on hold for so long. That was a crazy situation. Like, oh, I wouldn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do either, and I was freaking there. Like, can you imagine her, like, being on the phone with me and hearing this stuff? So, I'm on hold again, and so I decide, the lady walked off. The old man was gone. The Hispanic woman that I had initially spoke to, she was in the store. Like, I didn't see anybody. So, I took this opportunity to, excuse me, sorry about that. I took the opportunity to just take everything out. Everything that was in the front seat, the one last Snapple case that was in the back seat, and then everything that was in the trunk. And I just set it on the curb. And with Instacart, you're not allowed to leave items unattended unless the customer specifically ask you to leave it, on the door, on their doorstep or something like that. So I'm like, you guys are not going to catch me slipping, okay? I took all of the items out, placed them on the sidewalk, and waited there for them to come back, recorded them picking up the items, took pictures of them picking up the items. That way, they can't say, oh, well, you violated Instacart policy, da 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 da. Absolutely not. I have video of me standing right there, watching them pick it up, which shows that I was there, attending the items until someone picked them up. So, at that point, when the old man came back with the cart again to pick up the stuff on the sidewalk, the Hispanic lady, Joyce, she came out of the store and was recording me too. Like, we both had the same idea. Like, I mean, what's popping, I didn't say a word. They didn't say a word to me. I didn't say a word to them. I just made sure I got plenty of pictures and as much video as I could. So, in the middle of taking a video, I get a call back. Oh, no. I get taken off a hold, and, wait, no. Oh, I had got transferred. I had gotten transferred to a supervisor, a man, and we had got disconnected, which is why I was able to take the video, because while I was on the phone with him, I could only take pictures. So, I lost a connection with him, started taking video of the man picking up the items, and also of the woman recording me. And then I got a call after we lost the connection with the manager, the supervisor. He called me back, and I got in my car. And, he was just talking to me, and he was like, I'll just take her off of your list. Like, you won't ever have to deliver that location again. And he's like, wait, sorry, I can't do that because the batch was removed before the delivery was completed. So, he couldn't put her on my block list, basically. But, I mean, it's all fine. It's all good because, if that ever happens again, like, I'll just, as soon as I see the address, I'll just call Shop for Happiness and be like, it's not working out. I can't do it. But, they were super nice. He was super nice. He was like, I'm so sorry, if you ever feel like that again, just, let us know, or, call the police, and, so that ended that. I left, and then the crazy thing was about that is I got a batch I got a notification for another batch at the same location that I had just left, that I had picked up those items, right? So I go back to the store. It was a really small batch. It was, like, I don't know, like 7 items. And I get to the cashier, the one who took a break as soon as she saw me come to her line. And she's like, oh, yeah, I just saw you. How did that go? Like, that was a big order. And I was like, terrible. And I kind of, like, gave her the rundown. I didn't, like, get into super details, but I was like, yeah, I just had a really bad experience. I straight up told her. She's like, oh, what happened? I was like, I basically just got harassed and, violated, basically. She's like, this is a white woman, a white cashier. She asked me, she said, what race were they? And I said, they were white people, because they were. She's like, confused. She's like, that doesn't sound right. Are you sure? What? Excuse me? Huh? I didn't really know how to... I still don't know how to react to that. Like, only white people... Everyone else, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I understand, but I don't understand. You understand? Like, white people are not perfect. How could you say that? How? All the videos going around online of black people being harassed by white people, and you have the audacity to be confused that a white person would harass me and physically touch my possession without my permission, try to break and enter into my car without my permission, and you don't think a white person is capable of that. I'm confused. I don't know. The world we live in. But anyways, my shift is over. I could have gotten more done after that. I could have at least gotten 2 more batches in, but it took so much time through that entire thing. Like, I had a headache for like the next hour after that. No, I'm exaggerating. 30 minutes. I had a freaking headache, okay? And the blood in my face was freaking boiling. But I'm okay now. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go inside my apartment and I'm gonna eat, and then and then I'm gonna be done with my day. I just want to say that if you're thinking about doing Instacart, please do. It's freaking awesome. You can make a lot of money. You really can. And I really appreciate the way they handled it. They really did try to help me to the best of their abilities. Even when I was like freaking out on that guy for taking a picture of my license plate, like, the woman was still calm. Like, she didn't... Instacart is a really good company, okay? That's my freaking rant, my horror story with an Instacart customer. Hopefully that doesn't ever happen to any of you guys, but if it does, just try to be calm and get as much on video, audio, picture, just cover your butt, okay? Don't... Because I know they're going to try to, go through someone and try to get me, bumped off or leave me a bad review or something. I know they're going to try to do something, okay? But I covered my butt, basically. So that's all I can say to you guys is, if you're going to do something like this where there's not, like, witnesses, make sure you get it on tape. Picture, audio, everything that you can. I really wish that I could record while I was on that phone call, to record the white man and the white woman basically, like, violating me, I wish I could have gotten that, but I mean, it's whatever. I'm probably not gonna have something similar like that happen to me. It was a fluke. It was a fluke. I don't understand what happened. I don't know why that lady was so grouchy. Early, like, it wasn't early in the morning, but, at all. Like, chill out. Chill out, bruh. Next time, if your order isn't right, say something earlier. Don't freaking watch me take these heavy ass things inside the store and then tell me to put them back in my car. Because I'm not gonna freaking do it. Okay? Alright. Just so we're clear. For you guys, if you guys are thinking about doing Instacart, freaking do it. Freaking do it. It's amazing. I just ran into an Instacart person. Like, we delivered to the same house at the same time. Like, he was so cool. He's been doing it way longer than me. I told him the story, all that. Like, it's a really cool company to work for, trust me. But yeah, that's my freaking horror story, man. Stay safe out there. Bye.